Welcome to Fort Worth Auto Detail. We're the largest detail shop in Fort Worth. My name's Austin, I'm the owner, and today on this shop tour, we're going to be taking you through exactly what goes into protecting a high-end vehicle the right way. All right, so over here, we've got our little seating area. Clients can come in, they can grab a coffee, a water, a Coke. Hey, we've even got a beer if it's the end of the day on Friday and you want to hang out for a little bit. Over here, we have our review wall. We have over 300 reviews. We actually need to update this. We've got some more reviews on the way. These are custom menu boards that we had done. Really like these, just kind of show off the different packages that we have. Of course, we can always customize anything that you want. We have our Gtechniq award right here. We were the #3 installer in all of the Gtechniq network last year. Love Gtechniq, been super great. Over here we have our window tint display. This is really cool, shows a lot of different ways how top of the line ceramic film really works. And then over here, a whole bunch of awards. We've won first place 3 years in a row for Fort Worth Star Telegram. We're certified with a whole bunch of different coatings. We're certified with the IDA. And yeah, we're obviously certified with Gtechniq. Let me take you back here and show you each stage your vehicle is going to go through. So now we are here in our wash bay, one bay in, one bay out here. So obviously everything's going to come in. This is where all the vehicles are going to start. A couple of really nice things about this. One, obviously we have this drain put in here. The nice thing about this is we can prep indoors. Surprisingly, that's not actually super common for a lot of these places. A lot of places will prep outside, but we put a lot of effort into, we completely tore up all of this, completely re-poured it, sloped it, had the drain put in, epoxied the floors, all that good stuff. And so yes, we can absolutely prep indoors. We completely redid the water filtration. That was about a $15,000 investment, but again, because of that, and because we run actually another filtration unit, we can run it about 0 parts per million, so we really don't have to worry about any water spotting while we're washing. It's also helpful with the chemicals and then any solution as far as film goes as well. For our pressure washer, we're going to use this AR pressure washer. This is their newest one. This has been fantastic, as well as this hose reel for us here. And again, it really just gives us really great setup. Oh, the other thing I would say is going to be our Max Blaster drying. This has 8 horsepower. This thing is a beast, and just especially on a coated car, it's just going to blow all of the water super easy, makes drying really great. But yeah, this is our wash bay, and this is where everything starts. Everything starts with prep. If the surface isn't right here, the film and the coating, they're not going to perform the way that they should. So we're going to start with the wheels since they're the dirtiest part of the car. Makes sense. After that, we're going to foam the car and then go into our contact wash. The foam gives really nice lubrication, so we're not grinding dirt into the paint while we're washing. Once it's clean, we'll go into our iron removal. Even if the car looks great, there's still going to be these tiny metal particles that are going to be embedded in the paint. That's going to come from brake dust, the road, all different kinds of environmental fallout. If you leave them there, they're just going to sit under the film or the coating, and it's really going to affect how it's going to bond. Then we're going to move on to clay. On the front, we're installing PPF, so we're going to use a traditional clay bar. It is a little slower, but it gives us more control. It's a little bit more aggressive, gets the surface as smooth as possible for the film. After that, we're gonna rinse everything, then we dry it using high pressure filtered air. We're not just drying the surface, we really wanna push the water out of the mirrors, trim, panel gaps, stuff like that. If water comes out later during the install, it can cause issues, especially on the PPF side of things. So at this point, the surface should be fully decontaminated and ready for correction and protection. Now we are over here in our correction and coating bays. Obviously, we have these light tunnels here. These light tunnels give us really great light and really allow us to see any of the defects in the vehicles that we're correcting. Also, it's great for coating application to really make sure we don't get any high spots or anything like that. And they're also wide enough and high enough that we can fit pretty much any vehicle in here, you know, from Mini Coopers all the way to F350s, right? We've had everything in here. Over here, we've got some extension cords, we've got some lights, all of our different polishers. We run a lot of Rupes polishers. Pretty much everything at this point, we've kind of switched over to battery power. Makes things a little bit more maneuverable. We've got our air purifier over here. We actually have another one on the other side of the shop as well. Again, try to keep just a clean, really controlled environment. Really helps out whether we're doing coatings or tint or film or whatever we're doing.
Once the prep is done, we're gonna move into polishing. This step is about leveling the paint. So even on newer cars, you're gonna see light swirls, haze, or small imperfections. Polishing is gonna remove or reduce those so that the surface is nice, flat, and even. So we're not just gonna grab a machine and go crazy at it. We're gonna carefully choose a pad, a compound, and speed based on the paint itself. Some paints are softer, some are harder, but they all react differently. And the goal here isn't to chase perfection at all costs. It's to improve the finish without removing more clear coat than we need to. With clear coat, you only have so much material to work with, so this step really needs to be controlled. We apply the coating in small sections, making sure we get even coverage across the panel. You'll see us spread it, let it flash, then level it out. Timing matters a lot here. If you wipe it too early, it's not gonna bond correctly. Too late, and it's gonna become really hard to level and can leave high spots. We're also watching the surface as we go, making sure everything's even, no streaks, no missed areas, stuff like that. Once it's applied, the coating does need some time to cure. That's what allows it to harden and create that protective layer on top of paint. At this point, paint's not just looking better, it's actually protected. It's gonna be easier to clean, more resistant to contaminants, and it's really gonna be built to hold up over time.
All right, so now we're over in our PPF bays. Everything's gonna start over here. So we've got our software where we can pull up the exact year, make, model of the vehicle. Now we are gonna still go in and customize all of those patterns to get the perfect fit. And then we've got it wired up to the TV over here. So if we need a more expanded view, we can do that as well. But then everything is wired to our top of the line Gtechniq FC9000 plotter. And it's gonna cut all of the patterns with really, really great precision. And then from there, everything's gonna come to our weeding table right here. This is where we'll lay all the patterns out and weed out the excess film. And then from here, they're gonna come, all of the patterns are gonna come over here. These are all custom pieces of glass that we had done and mounted on the wall. This is where the film is gonna live before it finally goes onto the vehicle. Again, we want a really short travel distance there, so there's no dust or debris, there's no worry about any of the film getting contaminated from here to the final place on the vehicle. Again, there's also an air purifier over there. We also did custom lighting here. So we had three bays that all have our logo on them. And we had to rework actually a lot of the electrical to make it work, but really, really good lighting in here so we can see exactly what we're doing. And then in the far bay over here, we have our lift. So this is gonna allow us to get really, really good just angles and coverage of the vehicle. So especially when you're working on, for example, Corvettes were our #1 vehicle last year. Corvettes, you know, getting the front bumper, getting the lower rockers, it's a lot easier if you can kind of raise that up instead of having installers laying on the ground, right? So another thing that's definitely not cheap, but really, really valuable to have, and really great for our installers and to make sure you get the perfect install.
Now we move into paint protection film. First thing's gonna be the fit. We're lining the film up on the panel, making sure everything is sitting where it needs to be before we lock in anything. We're gonna use a slip solution here so the film can move. This gives us time to adjust it and get it positioned correctly. Once it's lined up, we're gonna start squeegeeing. What we're doing here is pushing that solution out from underneath the film so it can bond directly with the paint. This part looks simple, but it's really not. You've got to control pressure and direction with every pass. If you miss a spot, you can trap moisture or debris under the film. If you push too hard in the wrong area, you're gonna stretch the film and affect how it lays. So we're gonna work in controlled sections, make sure everything is laid down evenly as we go. Then we move into edges. This is a big part of how the final job looks. We're wrapping, tucking the film anywhere we can so you don't see exposed paint. Any color change or even full front, if the edges aren't done right, they're gonna stand out pretty quickly. So you really wanna take your time here, stretching the film just enough to get coverage without overdoing it. After that, we can trim where we need to. The goal is consistent edges, nothing jagged, nothing uneven. And we're always being mindful of the paint where we're cutting. Then we go back over everything, checking for any trapped moisture, making sure edges are sealed, just confirming the film is sitting the way it should across the entire panel. At this point, the film's installed, protected, and ready to cure. And this is what is really gonna take the impact from the road instead of the paint underneath it.
All right, guys, thanks for checking out our shop and the way we protected this X5. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe. Comment down below what you thought of the shop, and if there's anything you think we should add to the shop to make it better. See you guys in the next one.